So we're making some focaccia bread. Real easy recipe, 7 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of salt, a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of yeast, 2 cups of warm to medium hot water, and olive oil. So let's get this going. I'm using my KitchenAid 8-quart mixer. I'm going to put the flour in here first, all 7 cups. Alright, move that around. Here I have my dry yeast. I'm going to put a big scoopful of yeast and a half in there. A tablespoon and a half of yeast. Salt, it says 2 tablespoons, but I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of salt. Maybe a little bit less. And that's kosher salt that I'm using. Alright, now I'm not going to use my bread mixer for this because I'm just going to use the beater. I am going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning in there because I want this flavorful. It's going to be yummy. It's got all those yummy flavors in there. And then once we get the top done, on the top I'll dehydrated tomatoes and black olives and some bacon. It's going to be scrumptious. I'm using my Thrive mixed bell peppers. I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons of those in. Heaping ones. I love these. They work awesome when you're making breads and you want to try something different. Alright. Now, let's mix this up a little. Can you see inside there? There you go. I love the big mixer. Alright. I'm going to add my 2 cups of water to the mix. You might have to add a little bit more. We'll see. Because you want this dough to be a little pliable. Never go over 3 cups. So I added another cup. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil in there. Oh, it smells wonderful. Add a little bit more olive oil. Alright, let's drop her down. Let's see, I got a timer going off. Yeah, look at that. That's nice dough. You want it sticky. Alright, let me shut the timer off. So, I'm going to let this rise. I'm going to take this beater out. And everything's incorporated. Look how pretty that dough is. Nice. And I'm going to put a little more olive oil in there. I'm going to try to make like a dough or a ball. I want to get all that goodness off these beaters. And we're baking, so your hands are going to get a little dirty. So, let's move this back a little. I'm going to pop this off. Turn you so you can see what I'm doing. See me okay? Alright. So, and it's all incorporated in there. See, now it's going to have to sit for a couple hours. Because you want it to rise. But I want good olive oiled. I'm going to take this out, set it right there on my board for a minute. Take the lid off of here. And I'm going to put in, looks to be about maybe 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Put it all around the bowl. Gotta get up there. The olive oil is just going to make this dough awesome. Alright. Sorry I moved it because the dough stuck to it. So now I'm going to take this. I'm just going to roll it around in there to get it good and coated. See how pretty that is? Alright, now we're going to wait for a couple hours. And it's okay to have a little bit of olive oil on the sides. Okay? Oh, it smells wonderful. I can't wait to try have this down. Let me rinse my hands off real quick. Pause you, and we'll be back in a couple hours when it's ready to put out. You're going to love this recipe. It's so easy. Smells wonderful. All right. So now, look at how beautiful that rose. That's double in its size. That's what I want. Now I am going to take, there's olive oil in there, but I'm going to add a little bit more to this base, this pan. About like that. Olive oil is going to make it nice and crunchy. And I'm going to spread it all around. Get it in the corners. Now I'm going to dump this out. Look at that. Beautiful. And I want to get some of that olive oil out of there because it's got all the seasonings, flavoring in it. All right. Now we're just going to push it down. We're going to shape it. And it's okay. You want kind of holy because you kind of want to put holes in there because in the holes, that's where it's going to create pockets of the olive oil and the yumminess. And that's what makes the flavoring so good. And right now you're going, oh my God, you're nuts. Nah, it'll fill in. Chef Ann, she does it this way too. There's quite a few people that do. My mom always did too. And then when it rises, the second rise, because we're going to put it on another rise, you ain't even going to see those holes. Look at that. Yum. Oh, it smells wonderful in here. I'm going to tip that olive oil just a little bit. Because you don't want too much olive oil in there because it will, you don't want it to seep over. You know what I mean? All right. Yum. Okay. And olive oil is so good for your hands. All right. So what am I going to put on here? I'm going to put a little bit of kosher salt. Not a lot, because I got salt in the mix. Let's just put a little bit of that in there. And plus there's going to be salt in the Parmesan cheese that I'm going to add to it. Now, I rehydrated my cherry, or my tomatoes that I dehydrated. I just stuck them in some hot water. I'm going to lay them out. If you see big holes, it's all right. Look how pretty that's looking already. Yum. All right. I should take a little bit of that water. Just get some of that flavoring in there. That tomato is really intense right now. So good. Okay, I did up some bacon earlier. And we're just going to chop some of that up into here. Cut it up. Now move it once I'm done cutting it. We want the bacon around. Come on, it's almost like a BLT, but not. All right, try to get little pieces everywhere so everybody gets a bite, right? I want some in the corners. Okay, now I got some rosemary. Pull it back on the thyme. And I'm just going to kind of spread that throughout. And that's fresh rosemary. It's winter time, and I went out and removed the snow and cut me up some rosemary, picked some rosemary. It smells wonderful already. I'll put a little bit more on there. It smells so good. Now I have some black olives. You don't have to put black olives. You can put whatever you want on it. You can leave it plain. I'm going to just have some black olives on here. And husband don't care for black olives, so I'll just put it in some of it and leave some of it blank for him. Oh, it just tastes and smells wonderful. A couple more black olives. All right. Now I am going to push them down. Push the stuff down in there. Now it's time to rearrange stuff. If you got it, rearrange it. There. You can break your tomatoes up a little. It's another good way of using up your dehydrated tomato slices. Ooh, it smells wonderful, guys. All right. Now, I'm going to pour a little bit more olive oil on the top because I want to get in the flavors and have pockets of olive oil in there because that's what gives it the flavor. It's so good. Yeah, that's good. Now, just a little bit of the Romano Parmesan cheese over the top. Okay, we're going to let this rise again for about 45 minutes. And then I'll bake it at 425 for about 25 minutes. All right, I'll be back when it's time to put it back in the oven. Don't that look pretty already? Woo, yum. Oh, look at that. Risen up nice. Now, I'm not going to let it rise any further. Now, I've only let this risen probably about 35 minutes because it's going to rise more in the oven. And all those pots with all the holes that we made are gone. So we're going to bake it for about 25 minutes until golden brown and cooked all the way through. So about 25 minutes. And we'll be back and show you what it looks like. Okay, the timer is off. It smells wonderful in here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that looks amazing. Let's check and see if she's done. Ooh, yeah. Now I don't want to cut this, I'm going to let it set. You got to let it set for at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes, so that way there that everything stays all nice and yumminess. And then you slice it and in small strips and use it as a dipper or just eat it or slice it this way and make the bread out of it. That's it. My focaccia bread. It smells wonderful. As always, thank you for stopping by, and big hugs from my pantry to yours. Bye.